So,
Is this X-ray?
Where's the X-ray?
Where's the X-ray?
so can we see your beautiful smiles? Stella, Brenna, Lane, thank you guys so much for joining us today and reviewing some of our awesome auction objects. With that, what was your favorite item so far?
I liked the candy. I want to eat it right now.
Yeah, Stella, what was your favorite?
This toothpaste.
The toothpaste? Yeah, the dental care kit. Brenna, what was your favorite?
The floss.
The floss?
Birdhouses too.
All right, what do we say, guys?
Yeah, bye. Bye. You're welcome.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 2021 Faith Christian School Eagle Auction. Those of you in the room, those of you watching online in our virtual live stream, we appreciate the fact that you made some time tonight to join us and ultimately to support the students and teachers and programs here at Faith. We are doing a in-person and a virtual live stream event tonight. So again, wherever you are and however you're supporting Faith, we are very appreciative for that. My name is Paul Bruninger. I'm Director of Advancement here at Faith Christian School. I'm with Teresa Rosenboom, who is our auction coordinator for tonight. And if we had watched that video a little sooner, I probably would have got the kindergartners up here to be your hosts for tonight, but it's us up here for now. But we appreciate that you're here. You know, tonight is, or rather all year, is our 25th anniversary here at Faith. This school started in the fall of 1997, and we're celebrating 25 years here this year, and part of our theme here tonight is celebrating this silver anniversary. Some of you maybe have noticed on your table, there's a little card with some trivia, 25-year trivia. One side of it has some information about what life was like in 1997, 1998, some of the highlights, some of the, gas and I think other prices if you want to see how things have gone up, and maybe some things to reminisce about. On the other side of that card, there is some special Faith Christian School trivia for you. And I know in here we have some people who have been here for all 25 years, and we've got some newer families as well. But that trivia there, a little game, maybe a little bit of maybe it's been a little bit of a conversation topic for your table. At the end of the evening, we will review these FCS trivia answers, and the table who gets the most right does have a prize. So something maybe that you've talked about or something to think about. If you happen to be at a table, with a lifer here at Faith, you may have a little advantage here. But that is something we're doing just to celebrate our 25th anniversary, and you'll be hearing from somebody a little bit later in the program reflecting on the 25 years here.
Thank you again for joining us. Typically, when you go to an event or to the movies, they always tell you to put your phone away. And tonight, we want you to have your phone out, okay? So you will not offend us if we see everybody over there on your phones, because we want you guys to bid and bid often. As a reminder, the bidding tonight will end at the end of the program. So the bidding will end tonight at 8:45. If you're having problems at home for some reason too, everybody here, I guess we do have a help desk out there to remind you that. If you're at home and you're having any problems bidding, you can always email the school at school@faithlafayette.org, and somebody will answer or call you right away to help you if you're at home and having problems. Like Paul said, tonight we have a special program that we hope that you guys will enjoy. We have Jesse and Noel helping us highlight some of our silent auction items. We're going to have Chorale sing tonight. We're going to have Andrew Williams doing a video that highlights our classroom projects. And then Jonathan Lambeth is also going to share his story and how he's been a part of Faith for 25 years. And don't forget, we also have our live auction too.
So a night like tonight, especially with the in-person event and the virtual event, couldn't happen without a ton of donors and volunteers and supporters for our school. So before we get really far into the program, I just want to say thank you to the many, many families and businesses who have donated towards this auction. We always encourage our auction winners, as you go out over the next year and you use the items or experiences that were donated, please feel free to thank these people and let them know, hey, you're from Faith Christian School, and we appreciate they supported our auction. I know they love to see it when they can kind of see how their donation is coming back and how it's being used. We have a ton of volunteers who have worked hard to set up this room and the other room and gather gifts and food. And we are just very, very appreciative for all of our volunteers and donors and staff. So if we could just give them a round of applause right here at the beginning and just show our appreciation. So to get us going, we're going to have our superintendent, Mr. Scott Grass, come up and say a welcome and open us up in prayer.
Well, thank you, Paul and Teresa. Let's give them a big round of applause, both Paul and Teresa. They have done a tremendous job. I think one of the, from my perspective, one of the biggest changes that I've experienced here is not to get in the weeds of some of the events like the Eagle Auction. And just because we have such a great team of volunteers, but also leaders up here. And so I really didn't have even an idea of what time tonight's event started. Okay, so I walked down to Paul's office this morning. I said, okay, I have a few questions. What time do I need to be here tonight? What do I need to wear, right? What's the theme, okay? And I've just been going crazy as far as all the other aspects of the school year, but it's really been nice to just understand and have confidence in the team that the Lord has assembled here. So I'm really, really thankful for both Teresa and Paul. They've done a magnificent job, so thank you very, very much. Been thinking about the word inspire a lot. And have you ever considered that word inspire? Maybe you get inspired to train for a marathon. How many of you have ever been inspired to train for a marathon? Wow, look at that. 4, okay? 4, okay? 4 more than I thought, okay? Maybe you receive inspiration watching a movie or listening to a song. Maybe you've been inspired by a coach. Maybe you've been inspired by a teacher. Maybe you've been inspired by a friend. So what does it take to inspire you? Well, more than 25 years ago, the congregation here at Faith Church was inspired to consider starting a Christian school. And as a result, here we are celebrating our 25th year of Christian education here at Faith Christian School. You know, the word inspire is also found in our school's mission statement, as we see to inspire our students' lifelong pursuit of Jesus Christ through transformative experiences and an encompassing learning environment. So whether it's in the classroom or on the court or in the choir or even at Turkey Run, we want our students to know Christ. We want our students to have a biblical worldview. And we want our students to be challenged and prepared academically. So friends, I'd just like to ask you, what inspires you tonight? And I'm so thankful that we can call each other friends and encouragers. And I'm thankful that over 25 years, we've had hundreds of people who have been inspired by the program, the students, the staff here at Faith Christian School. So our goal tonight is to raise over $82,000. And while that's a number, that's a large number, it represents a lot of students, and it represents a lot of families, and it represents a lot of staff that we're trying to support and encourage tonight. So I would be grateful if you were sensitive to that need, and as we seek to glorify the Lord, even through an auction, we want his name to be glorified tonight. So would you join me in a word of prayer, and then I'll turn it over to our MCs tonight. Father, thank you so much for all that you've done for us. I'm humbled to think 25 years ago, starting with a student body of 45 and 4 full-time faculty, to this year celebrating a student body of over 670 students with nearly 75 faculty and staff members. Father, you are good. You are gracious. And so thank you for your goodness. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for friends who come alongside, fill in the gap, who have been inspired to support the ministry of Faith Christian School, but also Christian education. And while we may not see the mission played out on a daily basis sometimes, We see it played out in the lives of our alumni, and we see it played out in the lives of students, and we see it played out in local churches all around our community. So Lord, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for a fun evening. Thank you for all the work that's gone into tonight. And I ask and pray that you just bless our efforts, Lord. We love you and we thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen.
All right, well, good evening. My name is Jesse Shale, and this is my esteemed colleague, Noelle Haney. We are pleased to be here tonight, and I know as far as my conversation with Noelle, we're excited to share some of the silent auction items that we have for you this evening. In fact, the first thing we're going to do tonight is invite you to a concert.
Yes.
Not a concert with me, unless you want. So, I mean, you know, if you really want to, I mean, we can get something going pretty quick here.
He does play the guitar.
I do, actually.
But what if we got someone a little bit more famous than you?
That's probably a good idea.
Okay.
That's probably a good idea. Yeah.
Who should we bring?
We'll stick with the original plan. We'll stick with the original plan of having a concert with Levi Riggs. He's actually a native of Danville, and he has, I don't know if you know this, but he has multiple top 25 hits that he's participated on. He had a hit on Spotify that went viral, My Best Friend's a Girl.
I heard it was about his wife. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
that's probably it. So, yeah, anyway, we're going to be giving away that concert experience for you and for, some of your friends and neighbors, I think?
Yes. So you can actually invite anyone that you want to for a private concert. The only recommendation is that it should be within 70 miles of Lafayette, and then you can set a time with Levi and have a private concert. So this is a part of our silent auction. So of course you don't have to be paying attention to us right now. You could be on your phone and bidding on that item.
Absolutely, and I'm just looking at that picture. Yeah, I'm gonna sign. I would be the one signing up for that concert. not me, not for him.
Yeah, and actually a fun fact, Jesse, is that one of his songs featured one of our very own teachers, Nate Jones.
Wow.
That song I think was something with heroes, real heroes.
Oh, nice.
So that's a cool.
Yeah, Nate Jones is a hero.
So this concert's going to be 1 hour. It's an acoustic concert, and you can invite who you'd like, and we would encourage you to bid on this item.
Awesome. To bid on that, the concert experience with Levi Riggs. We also have a Rohrman fishing tournament and day with a pro fisherman. If you like to fish, then you better make sure to reel this one in.
Come on, give him a courtesy laugh. Let's see.
You're going to get an entry. You're bidding on an entry into the 2022 Rohrman Automotive Annual Shootout. Now, this tournament has a top prize of $4,000, which you are allowed to donate back to the school. And you get an extra day to help prepare for the tournament with Noelle.
That's not true.
Actually, you get to spend it with one of the Rohrman Outdoors professional fishermen. That'll either be Jason Vance or Bill McDonald. I mean, what more could we offer you to lure you in? No? Okay, all right.
He is a dad. Okay, but I can't make too much fun of him. So, up next for our silent items that we would like to highlight is some vintage FCS gear. I actually have a couple of the pieces up here on stage with me. Item 302 is one of these stadium seats, or is that what they're called?
Stadium seats, yeah, because sitting on the bleachers is hard on the babushka.
Okay, and then we also have an item here that's a zip-up sweatshirt. This is item 313 with some vintage Ingle here. And I thought this would be a cool thing to highlight because I am a vintage FCS product as well, as I graduated from Faith Christian School.
I don't know what that means.
Anyway, vintage is kind of in. It's a little bit cool. Have you seen any of your students in the hallway wearing something that you used to wear?
Are you saying I'm old? Like,
I already
it's
called
coming back
myself
in?
old.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I mean, there's probably some FCS galoshes somewhere around here. Galoshes, yeah. No.
What does that even mean?
Definitely seen the bell bottoms, the boot cut jeans. That was something, I didn't do the bell bottoms, but the boot cut jeans are definitely something that I did.
Yes, absolutely. So vintage items, again, this stadium seat is item 302. This sweatshirt is among many that are available. This one is 313, and it'd be a cool way for your students to have some FCS gear, or a cool way for you you to represent FCS at sporting events.
Awesome. Our next item that we have on the silent auction is our Fort Knox paintball experience. This is located in Winnemac. Touted as the premier paintball park, it's got 14 different themed competition maps, which you can kind of see up there on the display. You're bidding on the item that includes entry to the experience, air fills, the rental package, 500 paintballs. Those skilled players like Noel will only need 10 to take out all the enemies,
That's
right?
true.
One shot for each, so yeah. If you're like that, you can just refund maybe the others, I don't know, but.
You think I'm a master fisherwoman and a master paintball player?
The sky's the limit for you, Noel, right? I mean.
Okay, and then lastly, for our little section right now are some play tickets. So, Jesse, you know that this year I have the privilege of directing the high school play, and I'm really excited about it. We actually have already had our first practice this past Wednesday, believe it or not. Yeah, we're getting started early this year.
When I think of drama, I think of Noel. So.
But anyway, we're going to tackle a comedy. It's fairly well known, called You Can't Take It With You. We're going to do some adaptations off that comedy, and I'm really looking forward to it. Our teenagers are extremely talented, even from the very first practice. I was just very, very excited to be able to be a part of this extracurricular activity with our students. So what you're bidding on is 4 front row seats for either night. So I'm going to go ahead and plug for the play right now. The play is April 7th and April 8th. That's a Thursday and Friday. And when you bid on this item, you can actually choose which night you would like to attend, and that would be for 4 front row seats. And although you are bidding on the seats, you can't take them with you when you go.
I see what you did there.
All right.
Back to Paul and Teresa.
If you pull out your phones that you all should have handy and with you right now, if you go onto the main page of the phone or the main page for the auction tonight, there's a little, there's 3 yellow squares at the bottom. One of them says item with no bids. So take a look at that tonight when you're sitting here perusing things and check out some of the items that we don't have any bids on yet, okay? Right now, I think we have 32 actually, okay? Which is not bad because we have over 450 items here tonight, okay?
Yeah, so there are some good deals to be had, of course, right? We're raising funds for the school, but there are some great items out there that are available right now. I want to be sure to thank our sponsors who have supported the auction. You know, we couldn't do it without them. And so Industrial Pallet, Brand Electric, Upper Room, Christian Fellowship, Greg Boyer, KGG Architecture, Wilson Crane, Ruth Thompson, and Daryl Woodman with Edward Jones. We appreciate the support of our sponsors. We appreciate you guys coming out and your faithful support of the school. So thank you so much. One of the highlights of our auction is often the classroom projects. You know, those are those mementos and those experiences that your kids and their teachers are working hard on. They make kind of a great keepsake to remember that time in first grade or that time in fifth grade or whenever it was. And so they're often some of our most popular items too. So we asked Mr. Andrew Williams, who helps lead our elementary discipleship and chapel, to give us a little overview of some of our classroom projects. And I know that he brought some friends in as well to help describe some of the great things that our kids have been working on.
Hi, my name is Andrew Williams, and I'm here at FCS. I've been helping out with elementary discipleship and chapels. I also teach 8th grade Bible, and I've had a wonderful time getting to know all of the amazing students here at FCS. Now, I'm also here today to show you off and to show you guys the amazing school projects that your students have been making in their classrooms for this year's auction. For instance, this wonderful reading pillow by Mrs. Carlson's class. In fact, you could even have a slot here to slide a book in, and I would put my favorite book, Biblical Manhood by Stuart Scott. Excellent. We also have this wonderful decorative plate that showcases all the individual fingerprints of our first graders with birds and bees and wonderful plants all around them to showcase the unique nature of how God made us. Then we also have this wonderful picture showcasing all of the praying hands of the different kindergartners in Mr. Heron's class with the verse, "Pray without ceasing." It is a wonderful reminder of what we do here at FCS to help show children and to lead them in a closer walk with faith.
Hi, my name is Gia and I'm in kindergarten.
Yeah. Giovanna, could you tell me, did you make those sticks?
No.
You didn't make the popsicle sticks?
Everybody.
Everybody made those? That's awesome. So not just you, but everyone in your class?
But mine is not blue, or mine is red and white and blue.
And then here, I'm going to help you rotate it. And then what's on the back of it right here?
Names.
Names? Whose names are on the back? You don't know? Oh.
I see me right there.
You see you right there? That's Gia right there. Awesome. And so that's everybody in your class, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible. How much do you think that flag and that project is worth? How much do you think someone should pay for it?
100.
100? Awesome. Next up, we have a wonderful class project from Mrs. Gregg's class. Inside this container, you have wonderful handmade thank you cards, each one made by a different student. All of them come made with love, certified. And in this, they're a wonderful reminder of God's love and wonderful thank you cards to share with friends. Then we have Mrs. Benner's class has put together a tie-dye basket. So you'll be also receiving a tie-dye blanket, but also the amazing opportunity to hang out with Miss Benner for a day and make tie-dye shirts together. Then we have Miss Watts' class project that made a beautiful piece of artwork and functioning clock that could hang up anywhere in your home.
Hi, I'm Grant.
And I'm Jackson.
We're both third graders.
Jackson will say, hey Jackson, what do you got there? And what is that?
I got the shield.
What is it? What kind of shield is it?
Shield of the faith. Faith?
The shield of faith? That's pretty awesome. What's it made out of?
Wood that was from Lowe's.
Yes, it's wood from Lowe's. What type of wood do you think that is?
I'm guessing hickory.
Hickory? Yeah, maybe.
I know that's birch, and that's probably birch.
Gotcha.
Yeah, my dad probably would too.
Yeah, and then what did you guys do with that project?
Oh, do I flip this around?
Mm-hmm. You think you need help or?
Nope. We wrote Bible verses about faith.
Good. So it's meant to be an encouragement to people?
Mm-hmm.
Whoever buys it, yeah? Now, where do you think you put that shield?
I'd probably, if this was mine, I would probably put it in somewhere that would keep it safe and not get broken.
No, that's probably good. It's a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
And then, Grant, where would you put this beautiful welcome sign with your beautiful flowers and the planter here?
On my dresser.
All right, Jackson, how much do you think that shield is worth? How much would you pay for it?
10,000.
10,000. Wow. Grant, how much would you pay for that planter?
5,000, 10,000 bucks.
Nice. Wow. One of the projects from our middle school high schoolers was Miss Alquin's class made wonderful miscellaneous cards that you can use to send to people. Sending prayers, thank you cards, all of them made by the artwork of our middle school and high schoolers, and they're so wonderful. They look incredible. Any one of these could easily be found in your local Hallmark store.
Hi, my name is Eliza. I'm a 5th grader. Our class project is a family basket with games and food and movies.
Oh, okay. What are some snacks you have in there?
Some spicy chips, popcorn, Kit Kats, Twizzlers, and Swedish Fish, and Swiss Miss.
Ooh, nice. And what kind of games do you have in that basket?
We have Monopoly Deal, we have charades for kids, Skip-Bo, and I think that's it.
Awesome. What's your favorite game to play in there, if you had to choose one of them?
Monopoly Deal.
Monopoly Deal. Have you played it before? Is it a blast? So who do you think in your family would be the fastest at solving that Rubik's Cube?
Probably my dad.
Your dad? What's your favorite snack in there?
Popcorn.
Next up, we have Miss Hicks's class project, which is a beautiful set of abstract art pieces that each child has made, from her class has made using wood shapes and put together and assembled by Miss Hicks's class. We also have Mr. Merkel's class project, which is an amazing handcrafted bookshelf, as well as a stack of books to start your own home library, including books like the Bible, Diary of a Wimpy Kid series, The One and Only Ivan, and The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. This is my personal favorite.
All right, we're going to highlight a few more of our silent auction items. First of all, a unique item that is renting some wrestlers. So if you are needing some extra brute strength, why not rent 3 wrestlers for 3 hours? So when you're bidding on this item, you're bidding for 9 hours of work in the form of 3 high school wrestlers, and they're among the strongest and the best of the students at FCS.
And they would tell you that.
Yes. They've actually absolutely crushed a whole bunch of records within the past few years.
Oh yeah, they've been doing a great job.
So these young men are sure to help you bust through this project that you've been waiting on for a couple years or maybe longer than that. And that can be coordinated. And they do also come with adult supervision when you bid on them.
Ooh, even more productive.
Yes.
All right. Our next item that you can bid on is a shooting range experience. That's odd because my notes here say that Mark and Rebecca Buono are inviting you to their ranch to help translate Greek manuscripts into Hungarian. Oh, that's last year's notes. Okay. No, that was last year's experience. Never mind. Yeah, this year they are inviting you to an afternoon of shooting and target practice. Okay. Up to 4 hours learning how to properly use, aim, and fire different guns. It's offered for guys and gals, high school freshmen and up. So could be something that's a fun date night. You double date with somebody, or maybe you get a group of guys, group of girls, you go out and shoot. If you don't have your own firearms, don't worry. Guns, ammo, and firearms will be provided. You can bring your own, though, so, bring the guns. Bring the guns. Yeah, bring the guns. And on top of that, lunch is being provided. I mean, there's just a ton in this experience, so make sure to go and bid on the shooting range experience. It's going to be a blast.
Absolutely. And it was probably hard to miss one of our biggest items, if not the biggest item this year, which was the playground, the play set in the gym. And in fact, today when I was heating up my lunch, the play set was already in there, and there were a few high school girls, and they said, so how are they going to get that out of the school auditorium, or not auditorium, gymnasium? And I said, Mr. Ice is going to have to undo it. And they said, why Mr. Ice? Well, because Mr. Ice actually has a company known as the Swing Set Guy, and he put that together. He will undo it, and he will install it for you at your home. And I actually was talking to Mr. Ice, lest you think that we just put random math teachers on building play sets. Mr. Ice, I said, Mr. Ice, how long have you been building play sets? And he told me 25 years, which is pretty incredible. And it's awesome for our theme here tonight. So when you're bidding on this, you are bidding on the actual playset itself and then also the installation.
Well, and while you're bidding on that item, you can also, plan ahead for the falls and tumbles and teeth cracking that are going to happen. You can bid on the Invisalign treatment that we have if you're looking to transform that smile of yourself or your child that fell off the top of that contraption. We're offering a complete Invisalign treatment, which, as you know, this is the way to go as far as discreetness, as far as no brackets or wires. And you might be saying, well, that sounds great that maybe you can easily remove it to eat and drink, but what about brushing your teeth and flossing? Well, guess what? They're easily removable for that too. So you just have a lot of versatility with these Invisalign new forms of braces. And not only that, you're going to be in the care of Faith's very own Dr. Trevor Murray. He's going to be the one who's giving you that complete comprehensive exam, x-rays, and fitting you for these items. So make sure to put your bid in for a really great product, this Invisalign treatment.
Yes. And as a celebration of our 25 years, we were thinking about different components of Faith Christian School that have been around. And one of them is the FCS Chorale, previously known as FMT. I actually was able to be a part of the FMT my last 2 years of high school, which were the years that I attended here. And it made a huge impact on me. And then I have had the opportunity as a teacher to actually go and chaperone some of their tours in the fall. And this past tour, which was just last week, I never got tired of listening to the kids. So we have a special treat for you right now. The FCS Chorale is going to sing one of their numbers for you. And then right after that, Mr. Jonathan Lambeth is going to be giving a testimony over video.
Walking with my brother, walking with my sister, walking all together, step by step. We've come a long way, Lord, a mighty long way. We've come a long way, Lord, a mighty long way. You took our burden in the heat of the day. We know our God's gonna find a way. We've come a long way, Lord, a mighty long way. Walking with my Jesus, walking with my Jesus, walking with my Jesus, step by step. The journey is long, the journey is long, the journey is long, the journey is long. It seems we've traveled all the day and the night, and struggled on with all our might. The journey is long, the journey is long. Walking with my Jesus, walking with my Jesus, walking all together, step by step. Will show us the way, Lord. Will show us the way. Will show us the way, Lord. Will show us the way. So we will land upon the other side and find a paradise where all abide. Will show us the way, Lord, a beautiful way. Will show us the way, Lord, a beautiful way.
My name is Jonathan Lambeth, and I've had the blessing of serving at Faith Christian School for 25 years. As I've paused to think back on this time, I want to share some of what Faith Christian School has meant to me and my family. From the very beginning of our school, I was struck by the passion, joy, expertise, personal investment, and kindness of Bob and Joan LeFew. They were amazing at recruiting families and helping the school committee hire all the new staff. After they approached me about teaching, the school committee, including Pastor Byers, discussed my starting salary by asking me to present a budget of what I would need. I was still doing my graduate research at Purdue, so Nikki and I updated our household budget for that year, and I shared it with the committee. Ever since then, my family and I have always had our needs met, and I'm very grateful for God's provision. I desired to make a difference as a teacher, but before being asked to teach at FCS, I wasn't sure that I could make much of a difference in a Christian school. After all, everyone already had a perfect relationship with the Lord, and there were no problems, right? Well, that became untrue just by hiring me. Anyway, it was sometime about in the first week that I realized students in a Christian school have real struggles in life and with sin, and need help and direction in learning how to live wisely and effectively in God's world. I am grateful beyond words that we get to use God's word in our instruction, in our daily living, and in facing tough situations. One of my delights was staying with the same class of students, 2001, as their sponsor from their freshman year through graduation. And my wife and I stay in touch with many of them and pray for them. I never competed on a school sports team, which you might find surprising due to my athleticism, body type, and coordination. Well, imagine my surprise then when in my first year as a science teacher, I was put in charge of keeping the volleyball team stats book during home games. In those days, everyone just kind of did everything, and I learned a lot, including how to get a CDL and drive a bus. It was a dream come true to start our science program and use science to point students to God and thus help them trust Him and worship Him more. Seeing kids excel and use their science instruction in college and careers has been extremely fulfilling. There have also been many fun memories with my science students, such as accidentally shooting a rubber stopper through a ceiling tile and discovering a whole mouse in the stomach of a frog that a student was dissecting. That was a really good day. I've also made many kids' hair stand up or shocked them with the Van de Graaff generator. I've actually been the elementary principal now at FCS for more years than I was a science teacher. Compared to being a teacher, the joys, accomplishments, and opportunities are even greater, and the challenging and hard times are harder. I love worshiping with the students in chapel and hearing them learn to praise God. I am thrilled when I hear of a student choosing to follow Christ as his or her Savior. God continues to build up the human resources of FCS each year through our great teachers and staff. I've seen their sacrifice as they strive to serve with excellence and love their students in Christ's name. Teachers from the preschool level through high school made lifelong impacts on my own 3 sons and taught them so much through their love, instruction, correction, coaching, and examples. Each of my sons had a unique experience based upon what he needed and how God had gifted him. I am grateful for the opportunities they were given in areas of learning God's Word, strong academics, serving, leadership development, spiritual growth, friendships, music, acting, sports, and preparation for college. I realize I've had a special privilege to be where my sons were each day all through school. I will never forget that. God has sustained and grown FCS. God has protected FCS. God has generously provided for and strengthened FCS. So much of these things He has done through the support and prayers of the members and leadership of Faith Church. He has also graciously used you, our school families, grandparents, alumni, and extended community to strengthen our school. Your prayers, encouragement, volunteering, communication of suggestions or concerns, and your financial support have all helped make us what we are today. Thank you for joining us this evening as we celebrate what God has done and is doing at Faith Christian School. Your generous bidding and giving tonight through the Eagle auction will help us move forward in accomplishing God's mission for FCS, to inspire a student's lifelong pursuit of Jesus Christ through a personal and encompassing learning environment. We look forward to the next 25 years.
I appreciated hearing Mr. Lambeth's thoughts and reflections on 25 years here. And I know there's absolutely something to be said for long, faithful service at one place. And so I know we are blessed here at Faith to have a number of teachers who have been here for all 25 years. And who, like Mr. Lambeth said, have done a little bit of everything, right? Everyone kind of does everything, and that's kind of how we function around here. And I think actually even today I saw Mr. Lambeth driving a bus. I'm not sure where he was going or what he was doing, but it's just part of what we do at our school, and we all pitch in. And part of that also is not just teachers or staff, but it is all of us in this room, all of us watching online. Faith Christian School families and extended families and alumni. We all are better because we are all working together, and everyone does a little bit of everything. So I'd like to encourage you, what Mr. Grass mentioned earlier, our goal tonight is to raise $82,000 to strengthen our school, to support our students and our teachers and our programs. And I know I see a lot of you tonight and throughout the program, you are bidding generously, which we appreciate and we encourage, and we're very, very grateful for that. I'd also like to encourage you to consider giving generously. One of our auction items is auction number 2000, and it is a donation to Faith Christian School. So as you think about your bidding tonight and your giving tonight, that is an option that you can give to. Later tonight, after all the other bidding is closed, after the silent closes, after the live auction, that donation item will remain open. So if you would like to give later tonight after the auction, we certainly would ask you to consider that, to again continue to partner with us to strengthen us for the next 25 years as well.
As we start to transition to the live auction, there are a few housekeeping things to go over. Checkout will be tomorrow from 10 o'clock until noon over on the west side of the building, kind of next to the new band room. So if you just come around, a staff will meet you. We will help you check out with your phone, and then we will bring everything to your car and just put it in your car. You don't even have to get out of your car tomorrow. There are 3 ways that you can pay. You can pay with your credit card when you check out. You can pay with the cash, or you can bring a check. And I do like to tell you, if you pay with a credit card, there is a fee incurred with that. So if you are willing to pay that fee, there's an option on your phone when you check out to pay the credit card fee. But if you pay with check or cash, obviously there's no fees. If you're watching online, you guys are more than welcome to continue watching the program. We're going to transition to the live. Unfortunately, part of our program is you can't really bid on live unless you are live. So it'll be just for the people that are in this room. I know there was a little confusion on that. But now I get the honor of introducing our auctioneer. I don't know why I'm going to cry. Okay. Sorry about that. I met Dan and his wife, Sandy, where my daughter has equine therapy. Sorry, I didn't expect to do that. Now, Dan and Sandy are awesome volunteers. They sidewalk with my daughter and with many of the kids that are out there. And that's how I got to meet them, and they're super sweet people. Dan actually graduated from auction school. I didn't even know that existed in 1962. Who knew that? It gets better, though. Okay, it gets better. He is a member of the Indiana Auctioneer Hall of Fame. So we have a Hall of Famer right here with us. And he's also a very awesome guy. So welcome, Mr. Dan Baker. So, thank you.
1, 2. Thank you, Teresa. Teresa, it's not the first time somebody's got emotional over me. As she talked, as she visited with you a little bit, and then I'll turn it back over. Getting to help with the horse therapy, and of course, Sarah, her daughter, is one of the people that we work with, and it's so amazing. I didn't realize what I was getting into, nor did Sandy, my wife. But walking with those kids, we spend an hour with Sarah. She's up on the horse, and I get more out of this therapy session than I think the kids do. But it's just been unbelievable watching these kids grow because of a horse, and how they adapt to that horse, and how that horse adapts to them. So it's been quite an experience. Thank you again, Teresa, for asking me to be a part of this tonight. Having been in the auction business for nearly 60 years, I realized a long time ago that a successful auction is determined before the first bid is ever made. I'm just totally amazed at what all has been done to get up to this point of the evening. All of the hard work and all of the people that are involved and all the people that donate. Give yourselves a good hand just for being here. And one thing, too, before I turn it over to the experts, it's auction, yes. We'll move right along. When you come to something like this, you get a lot of enjoyment out of visiting with people. Some of these people you may not see but once a year at an event like this. So I'm not going to keep you long with the live auction, but we're going to have a good time doing it. And stop us at any time you've got a question. If there's something you're not clear about, if you don't understand me, just keep your hand up and I'll tell you when we're done what the bid was. It works out so well that way. So, anyhow, Noel and Jesse, I'll turn it back over to you.
Sounds great. So for our first item of the live auction, we are bidding on an extra slice of FCS pizza. What that means is not one slice, but actually one slice every Wednesday for the rest of the school year, which I know will be very popular with all the students because I take lunch count, and every Wednesday it is packed. My lunch list is packed. So this would be for one student to get an extra slice of pizza every Wednesday for the rest of the school year. And that winner is just going to present a gift certificate to Camille Ummel, who is our fabulous lunch extraordinaire lady.
Yeah, and who set up a lot of the food tonight. So, I mean, she deserves a round of applause, I think, as well.
Right, yeah, absolutely. And that could actually also be applied to a teacher if you would like to give a teacher an extra slice of pizza. I am allergic to dairy, so it wouldn't go for me, but perhaps Mr. Shale would like to bid on this.
Oh, well, that would be so generous.
All righty.
So we're ready.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what are you going to give me for a starting bid on this item right here? Interesting. Give me 300. 300, 200. I'll get you going somewhere. I get $200 where? $200 on $100. I get yes, 100. Now 50. I'm bid $100 here, we get 50. I'm bid $100 here, but you're getting 50. Yes, 50. Now 2. I get $200 here, but you're getting 2 and B, but you're getting $200 where? I'm bid $150 there. Give me only $200 on $150 on B, but you're getting 200 where? I'm just thinking they didn't even have pizza when I was in school. My 175. Would that help you? 175. Now 200. Now 200. I get a 175. But you're going to 200. Yes, 2. Now quarter at 225. I got 200. But you're going to 25. I got 200 there. Give me 20 pounds. But you're going to anybody else at 225? 225. Are you sure? Anyone else? Sold. $200, bidder 305. $200, bidder 305. That works, Sarah? Yeah. Teresa, or Noel and Jesse, you know the one thing, we've got 2 bid spotters, and I slipped up. I didn't get myself introduced to you guys.
I didn't either. I'm Greg Boyer.
Greg.
They kind of know me.
They do.
John, they kind of know us.
They do know you guys.
Surprised it all.
In other words, I need to turn the volume up on the mic. Yeah. Greg, right?
That's the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah. And Kevin, Greg and Kevin. I can't believe, well, I can too. I forget a lot of things at this age. Hey, we're ready for number 2.
Sounds great. Our next auction item is from our very own sophomore, Callie Stillings. If you've never seen some of the shoes she designs, then you are in for a treat. I have seen them in person. They are amazing. If you want to get a closer look from some of this, you can follow her on Instagram, Callie's Customs. You will have to coordinate with her in order to get the design and the timing that you request. You will have to allow for at least 4 weeks for her to turn that around. Shoes are not going to be purchased in this bidding. You're going to have to purchase those yourselves. But the designs and the actual artwork, that's going to be completely done by Callie. So that's our live auction or bid for Callie Stillings.
Yeah, they're incredible. I've seen them myself as well, and she is extremely talented.
It's amazing.
I think most of the shoes she's done are on the white Vans, but she's also done some on Converse and a few other things. So they're absolutely beautiful.
This, I noticed 4 weeks, that would make it
a good Christmas present.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take care of that tonight real quick. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And with their own identity. Wow. Hey, now a little different deal here. 500 where? 200. I get $200 where? I get $200. $200 on them. I get $200, but you're going to 2, but you're going to 2. Yes, 200. Thank you. Now 3. I get $200, but you're going to 300. I get $200, but you're going to 200 there. Give me $300. 2.5. I get $200 there. Now 50. I get 2.5 on B, but you're going to 50, but you're going to $200, but you're going to 50 on B. In this day and age, we're always looking for something with its own identity. These shoes would be the, stand out. 200, 250, 250. I've only got 200, 250. And don't ever forget, every bid helps the cause that we're reaching here for tonight. 250. Great Christmas idea here. 250, 225 with an easy step help. 225. I get 200, but you're going to 25. I get 200, but you're going to 225. I get 200, but you're going to 225. I get 2. Yes, thank you. Now 50. I get 250 where? I get 225, but you're going to 50 on B, but now 75. I get 275. I get 250 on B, but you're going to 75. I get 250 on B, but you're going to 75, but you're going to 75, but you're going to 50 on me with 275. 250, 275. If you don't hurry up and bid, he's coming over to talk to you. Oh, she knows. Yes, 275. Now 3. I get 3, but you get 3. Yeah, you got about 3. Now quarter. 325. I get 3, but you're going to 25. I get 3. Bid me 500, I'll make him turn around. 325. I get 3, but you're going to 25. Only 325. Here again, it might be something you weren't even thinking about even putting a bid on tonight, but the uniqueness, if you got a grandkids or somebody like, that you always struggle, what can I do differently? This would be the thing to do. 325, 350. 325, 350. One more time, Mike Durr, 350. Anybody else? 320. Anybody else? 350. Are you done? So 325, 325. Greg, the bidder number? 522. Sarah, 522. Are we doing okay? Okay.
All right, for item number 3, we have something that will probably be the talk of the week next week, when a student walks in and is able to wear sweats for the rest of the school year, which is incredible. So we had a lot of dress code changes this year, but still the students are unable to wear sweats. So you're bidding on the opportunity for your student to wear sweats and hoodies for the rest of the school year, with the exception of 1 or 2 days like Veterans Day and other special days, but I think that's only once or twice. And I would just like to put a little plug in that there's some Jeans Days for Teachers available on the Blessed Teachers section too, so.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people
maybe
who
think
are
about that.
big fans of that.
Anyway, so for this item, student sweat days for the rest of the school year, incredibly awesome for your student.
Wow, that's interesting. This is a new experience for me tonight. I've been selling colored shoes, Greg, and now I'm selling sweats. It is a new world, that's for sure. All right, how many dollars here? $300 fire. I can $300 fire. 200. That seems to be a good starting place tonight. Who'll give 200 here? I could do it again. Don't ever keep, yes, 2.5. I could do it 250. I could do it 250. I could 200 here. Give me 250. $200. Yes, 50. Now 3. I could 3. Yes, 3. Now half. 3.5. Now 4. I could 4. Now 4, now half, and now 5. $500 here, taking 500. I get 5 here, 5 taking 5 where I get 450 right there. Now $500 on. I get 450 taking 5 taking $500 where I get, yes, 5. Now 550. 550. 550. I can find even 50 where I can find even 50. Would 25 help you? Sorry I brought that up. Now that's somebody. 525. Anyone else? We've got 500, 525. And anytime you guys need to interject, feel free to say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
525. I got a lady thinking, that's why I'm saying 5. Are you still thinking 525? Yes.
She was at 5.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Once in a while. Yeah. You know, once in a while I get by with that. Yeah. 500, 525. Yeah, he ain't thinking. He's done. 500, 525. Anybody else? Sold. $500. And bidder number? 381. 381, 500. Yes, thank you. Okay, guys.
Hey, the snow's coming, so you need to get out and ride now. You're going to be bidding on a Batch Fitness bike and helmet included. This is a special bike, smooth rolling tires. You've got 21 speed shifting system. I mean, that's more than you can even
know what
think.
that means.
If you can get through all 21 in one ride, that's probably a good ride. Well equipped. You'll get a Cannondale Quick helmet. It's got 19 air vents, so that's good for someone like me who, well, anyway. And it also has a USB rear light, so you can see, because you're going to spend a lot of time at night riding that. The bike comes in blue and has been fitted with a water bottle and cage. There is the opportunity to switch out for other models and other sizes. Winner will pay the difference if applicable. So grab this bike while you can. Inventory, as you know, is pretty scarce right now, so take advantage of this while you still can.
You're right, Jesse. You can go in any bicycle shop and what? It's just about like going out trying to buy a BMW. Empty lot.
Yes.
Okay, folks, here you go. Lot number 4, and we need to crank up here. How many dollars here? I ought to just ask you for 1,000 to start. 1,000. 500. 500. I get 5. Here it comes. This is one heck of a value on a bike.
There it is.
500. This one is one. Yeah, here it comes. You can't even hear it. I'm surprised he didn't write it in, aren't you?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Here again, folks, if you know your bikes, you know what we've got here in value and everything. Yes. He wanted a demonstration, yes. Yeah. Nate says, take it around, huh? Oh, yeah. Hey, $500. I don't mind going a lot lower, but we need to go a lot higher on this value. 500. Huh?
Yeah, you don't want to see me in bike shorts.
What are you looking for? The pedals? They're right down there.
Yeah.
Hey, $500 and I'll sell you jumping off the deal here with it.
I'll be paying a lot more in medical bills, I think, when that happens.
Yeah, put the helmet on. Hey, folks, here again. This is a heck of a good bike and value. And again, everything just goes in to support this Eagle cause that we're working with here tonight. $500. Yes, 5. Thank you. Now 600. 600. 600. Truly, you ought to be on the other side of 1,000 here. 600. I can find even taking a 600. I can find even taking a $600 where. I can find even taking a 600, even taking a $600 here. This might cure a Christmas present problem, too. $600. 500. 600. I can find even taking a $600 where. I've only got 500 here. Give me 550. 550. 550. Thank you. Now 600. Now 600. 600. I can find 50 and be even taking a 600. Yes, 600. Now 650. At $650 on be now 700. At $700 even taking a $700 where. At 650 dear. Give me $700. At 650 and be even taking a $700 and be even taking a $700 where. At 650 and be even taking. I'm spending just a little bit more time than I should here, but got the value. 650 and the cause. And the cause. 650 is there. 700, sir. 650. 700. At 650 and be even taking a 7 one more time. Could do it. At $700 he would take a yes. I think you did. Did you? 700. Well, thank you. What you did do. 650 right here. 700. Anybody else? 700. Are you done? 700. Sold a real buy there. $650 to bidder number 35. Bidder number 35. 650. Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay, number 5.
All right, item number 5. We have a birdhouse made by Mr. Bob Merkel. Mr. Merkel is the father of Mr. Merkel, the 5th grade teacher. And this is handcrafted, and it looks like, obviously, an FCS Eagle, as you can see. And this will be sure to be a great conversation starter if you bid on this item for your home.
You bet. Here again, a very unique item. Just don't find these in the stores or anywhere.
No,
I mean,
no.
they're very handcrafted right here. Hey, give 300, 200. I get $200 on. Give 100. Hit 100. Thank you. Now 50. I'm bid 100 here. Now 50. I'm bid 100 here. I'm going to 50. I'm going to 150. I'm going to $50 buyer. Now 2. I'm going to 200 buyer. I get 150. I'm going to $200. I'm going to 150. I'm going to $200 buyer. I get 150 there. Now 2. I'm going to $200. I'm going to $150. I'm going to 2. I get 1. Here again. Think ahead. Christmas is just a few weeks away. $200 where? 150. 200. 175. 175. 150. I'm going to again. It's got its own identity. It's got its own story. It's got its own history and kind of stands for what you're all believing in or supporting the cause here tonight, the Eagles. Thank you. Now 200. Now 200. Now 200. I get 175. 200. 175. 200. I get 175. I'm going to $200 where? 175. I'm going to the bids right here in the second table. 175. 200. That's him right there. 175. 2. Anybody else at 200? I think I could use another hand. 200. Anyone else? 175, 200. Sold right there, 175, and the bidder is 305. Give him a good hand. 305, 175. Okay, number 6.
Now, if you thought our first auction item was good and you were jealous that you don't get to get an extra slice of pizza every Wednesday, you can get your own 14-inch Large pizza from Arnie's once a month for an entire year. That's the item you're bidding on now, Arnie's Pizza for a year. And if you're saying, well, I would bid on it if I could eat my pizza while wearing a hat. Good news, we've got you covered. Literally, we're gonna be throwing in a hat as well from Arnie's that you'll get along with this package. One 14-inch pie once a month, up to 5 toppings from the local establishment that's been a staple here in Lafayette for, well, over 50 years, I think now. So definitely get in on this bidding here. Item number 6.
Item number 6.
This is available at any Lafayette location.
Oh yeah, any location here in Lafayette.
Good.
West Lafayette location.
Or West Lafayette.
Yeah, don't let us out on the west side. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyhow, lot number 6, folks, and we're all familiar with that, and that's 1 per month, right?
1 per
Correct.
month, yeah.
Wow,
For an entire year.
Add that up. 300. I get $300, but taking down $300, but taking $300 wire. I get only 3. I've helped on a lot of benefit auctions, and I don't think there's hardly ever been one that Arnie's hasn't supported. Isn't that something? Yeah. And I think Scott said this earlier. When you do use your certificates, whether you buy them here or back in the silent auction, make sure you do tell those. They can get a letter from the Faith School saying thank you, but it really means something when you, as a participant in the auction here or in the live, come out and say, "Hey, we really appreciate your support." It means a lot more to the Arnie's and everyone else. Anyhow, $300. 300. 200? Yeah, I don't think I might even agree. I got 14 hands up. What do I do? 2 1/4. 2 1/2. There we go. 250. 75. Now 3. Way in the back. 3 1/4. 3 1/4. Greg's in way back there. 320. Now it's at 50. 350. 350. I got 320. Finally, we're getting 50. I got 320. Finally, we're getting 50. I got Kevin at 325. 350. I got 325. Yes, 50. Now 75. 375. I got 350. But to get 75. At 3. Yes, 75. Now 4. I got phone D. But to get the phone B. But to get the phone B. But to get the 75. But to get the phone where I got only 375. Give me yes 4. Now 25. I got $400, but to get 25. I got only $400 here. Give me 25. To get down corn beef. I got $400, but to get 25. All bids in. 425. Anyone else? 425. One more time, sir. You've been a good bidder tonight. 420. Now 50. Now 50. 450. 450. Now 75. 475. Won't ask you again. I got 4.5. But to get 75. Anybody else? I sold 450. 97. 450. Sarah? Oh, this is a good one.
Yes, item number 7. So I've actually been watching the Yeti that was in the silent auction. What?
Oh, it's my Arnie's hat. It's my Arnie's hat.
I think you need to give it to the winners.
The winners. Oh, the winners.
Actually, look better with the hat on.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, we have another Yeti cooler for you that Jesse is going to show. But not only is this a Yeti cooler, maybe you could walk down so they could see it. One time, by the way, a friend had a Yeti cooler and put some ice in it with some drinks, and it stayed that way with ice in it for 3 days in a hot bus, which is incredible. But this Yeti cooler is going to be full of beef from Midwest Prime Farms. They offer 100% pasture-raised grass and non-GMO grain-fed beef with no antibiotics or hormones. So these cows were born and raised on one of our own FCS family farms and then processed at a local USDA facility. So this was going to be having in it 3.5 pounds of porterhouse steaks, 2.5 pounds of bone-in ribeye steaks, 2 pounds of New York strip steaks, and almost 5 pounds of brisket and 5 pounds of ground beef. That's a awesome Yeti cooler.
Yes, and the Yeti cooler. Wow.
Yes.
That might have to be, yeah.
Yeah. And again,
hire the wrestlers. Yeah.
you could get the product that's in there by Christmas time and solve a lot of problems there. Hey, folks, here again. I don't need to tell you what the price of beef is and all that at the supermarket. Think what we've got added up here, and you know a lot more about the product that's in that cooler than we do in what we're buying across the counter everywhere else. Okay? Hey, 500 where? You think about what the Yeti cooler, yes, 500, 600. Think about what the cooler costs, 600. I have 5, give 600. I can find even to 600, where? 600, thank you. Now 700, now 700, thank you. Now 800, $800 high. I get 70, but you're going to be able to, yes, 8, now 9, now $1,000. I get $1,000 where? I get $9, but you get $1,000, but you get $1,000 where? I get only $900 here, give me $1,000 on him. I get 90, but you get $1,000, but you get $1,000, but you get $1,000. Anybody else? I get $900 here. Yes, 1,000. Now 1,100. Yes, 1,100. Now 12. Now 1,200. 11. But you're going to 1,200 higher. 11 here. Now 20. But you're going to 12. Now 13. Yes, now 14. 1,400. 1,400. I get 13. But you're going to 14. Yes, 14. Now 15. Now 16. I get $1,600 higher. I get 15. But you're going to 16. I get 15 here. How's he doing? 1,600. Now 17. Now 18. 18, now 19, now 2,000. Now 2,000. 19, but you get a 2. I get 19, but you get a $2,000 time. I get 19, but you get a 2, but you get a 2,000 her. I get 19, but you get a 2. At 19, but you get a 2. Not 21. Not 22. At 22, I get 20. Try 5,000. I think it'll slow him down. 21, 22, 22, 22. I get 21 D, but you're going to 22. I get 21 D, but you're going to 22. I get 21 D, but you're going to 2,200. 2,200. 20. Now 23. Now 24. Fight back. 23, 24. 23, 24. I get 23, but you're going to 24. I get 23, but you're going to 24. I get 23 here, give me 24. Now 5. Now 6. I 26, but you're going to 25, but you're going to 6. I get 25 here, give me 6. I get 25 here. Now 6, but you're going to 20, but you're going to 25. But thank you, what you done. 2,500. Anybody else? 2,600. I'm giving him just a moment to reconsider. 2,600. Anyone else? One more time. Thank you. So 2,500, 584, 584, 2,500. You know what? You could give him a little louder applause. That was about. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Our next item up is a private dinner for, whoops.
It's not on there. Go ahead.
We interrupt this program.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Our next is a private dinner for 8 at East End Grill. This offers for a special private room up to 8 people, complete with meals for each guest, a unique opportunity to sample one of the best and unique opportunities in Lafayette in their restaurant. If you, we'll have to contact the owner to arrange for a convenient date for both, and it's valid from January 1st of next year through October 31st of next year, Monday through Thursday evenings. Does not include alcohol or tip.
And this item actually is a repeat item from last year, and the people that purchased it last year said it was an absolutely phenomenal experience, and they would do it again in a heartbeat. That just everything was absolutely delicious, the service was wonderful, and the experience was great. So we're hoping that it will go again for a really great price.
You bet, Noel. I enjoy going here to eat. It's an excellent place in Lafayette.
Delicious.
We're fortunate to have places like this in Lafayette. Okay, lot number 8, quite a package. You tell me, $1,000? $1,000? Not too much a person, really, when you get down to it, and what all's going to happen that night. $1,000. Did it seem quite? Yeah. You got 1,000? Why would I doubt it? Yeah. 1,100. 1,000. 1,100. $1,100 here, 1,000 here, give 1,100. I get 11, but you can be, but you can 1,100, but 1,100 here. I get $1,000 here, give $1,100, but you can be, but 1,100 here. 8 people, wasn't it? Yes.
8 people.
1,100. 1,100. I get $1,000, but you can $1,100 here, but you can be, but 1,100 here. I get $1,100 here, but you can $1,000 here, but yes, 11. Now 12. Now 12. I get 20, but you can $1,200 here. I get 11, yes, 12. Now 13. I get now 14. I get 13, but you get 14. 14, I'm taking a 14, I'm taking a 13, I'm taking a 14, where I got 13, 14, yes, 14, now 1,500, now 1,500, I got 14, I'm taking a 15, leave it, taking a 15, B, taking a 15, B, taking a 15, where I 15, 16, at 16, at 15, I'm taking a 1,600 out where I got only 15 dear, now 16, I'm taking a 16, I'm taking a 15, B, taking a 16, where I got yes, 16, now 17, at 17, I'm taking a 16, I'm taking a 17, where I had 16 here, now 17, I'm taking a 17, D, taking a 1,700 out where I got only 16, 17, at 16, D, anybody else, 1,700, the bid is 1,600 on this great package, 1,700, 1,700, 1,700, anybody else, 16, 17, anybody else, are you done? Sold, $1,600, and the bidder's 174, 174. 1,600, Sarah, 174.
And we can actually go back to the previous slide if you'd like at this point. So we're actually looking to fulfill a few of the wish list items. There are actually many that are still available for supporting our teachers and their classrooms. So if you could hop on your phone and go to the teacher wish list section of the auction at this time, we would appreciate that. We're going to actually highlight 2 separate items where you'll be able to actually just place your big card in the air and we'll call them off and record them for you. The first one is item 2008, which is middle school literature and poetry circle books. And we are looking for 12 donors at $50 each. So if you'd be willing to support our middle school English program, would you please be willing to support that through a $50 bid? And if you could raise that into the air for us,
just
we will
keep
record
your
that.
bidder numbers up until we call off your number.
We're looking for 12 donors, please.
You want me to just start calling the numbers off? Bidder numbers?
Yes, and then I
you
believe
ready,
they're
Sarah?
recording.
Okay, 134, 406, 595, 365, 405, 174, 305, 402, 522, 183, 202. Have we got everybody?
We have 11, so could we have one more donor, please?
One more. Or you can even bid twice.
Sure.
Yeah. 428. 428. Sarah,
Thank you
have you
so
got
much.
the 12 numbers? You bet. Thank you, folks. I love to do it that way.
We are going to highlight one more item off the teacher wish list, which is a drum set. And I don't know a lot about drums, but one of my students that does know a lot about drums says that this is an incredible drum set. And we are looking to fund this new drum set to support our band program. And we're going to need 13 people at $50 each for this item.
For the drum, 13
drum
people,
set.
and help, you bet.
Yes. thank
Okay, cards up, please. 134, 202, 336, 507, 345, 428, 405, 358, 160, 522, 402, 527, 305.
That's perfect.
Any others? I mean, we could go, what, 13?
Oh, we could go over, sure.
You know, how we auctioneers are. We don't
Thank
wanna-
you. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Yeah, give yourselves a good hand, folks.
If you're on your cell phone and you notice there's a different item that you'd like to bid on for the teacher wish list as well, we would really appreciate your support in that. I've personally been a recipient of a teacher wish list item in the past, and it's a huge blessing. So thank you so much for your generosity with that. With that, we'll go ahead and move on to item number 9. And this is an incredible item as well. Kona Ice, which is owned by our Tim Valiant, one of our dads at FCS. He has donated a Kona Ice party, and this will be good for your students' entire class. And yes, that is included if they're in high school and they are in the sophomore class that has 75 kids. All right, so Kona will be bringing the fun truck to FCS and serving each child a Kona Ice treat. And that will go, it's good for any date between now and the end of the school year, so the 20th of May.
Wow, This is never sold a package like this before. This
It's
is
incredible.
Yeah. Guys, we didn't even have trucks back when I was in school.
The horses worked real well.
Yeah, they did. I did. Oh. Wow, interesting thing. Folks, get right in. Get right in. In fact, Craig, I was just thinking the ice that we got was all the river in the wintertime. Yeah, you know. No, I'm not. Yeah. Okay. Get a little history lesson tonight, too. How many dollars here? How many dollars here? I don't know. You tell me. 500? 300. Ought to be there. 300. I get 200. Got quiet. Yes, thank you, sir. 200, 250. I got 200, 250. I got 200, 250, 200, yes, 50, now 300, now 3, yes, 3, now 350, 350, 350, 50, higher. I got only 3 here now, 50. Kevin, I'm way back in center field. Your bidder's out at 350, 350, 350, yes, 50, now 4, yes, 4, now 450. I got 400, 50, I got 40, 50, 400, where I got $400 here. Give me 50, anybody else? 425. Anyone else at 425? Here again, a unique package. 425. 400, 25. Are you all done? 4 and a quarter. Am I missing anybody? Sold. $400 straight away. $595. $595. Give him, give that family a good hand. Yes, appreciate it. Oh my, this is going to get over too quick. We're down to number 10.
There we go. When we were talking about the teacher wish list, one of our teachers here at FCS, Jane Hicks, she's quickly becoming very popular and well known for her homemade goodies, and you can trust me on that because I have partaken in quite a few in the teacher workroom, probably more than my fair share, I guess I would say. But what we have here are 4 dozen of her monster cookies. It says 3.5 dozen on here, but right, I read that sticker, 4 dozen. 4 dozen monster cookies made from scratch, full of peanut butter, gluten-free oats, milk chocolate chips, and M&Ms. If you want to taste some sweet goodness from the heavenly realm, then you need to bid on Miss Hicks' monster cookies.
Okay, folks, have a look here. How many dollars here? 300. 300. I get 200 where? I get 3.5 dozen freshly baked. Just in time for Christmas or Thanksgiving, the holidays. 200. Good. Yes, 250. I get 250 where? I get 250 where? 225. 225. Now 50. 250. 250. I get 225, where? I get 225, 250 where? I get 225, 250 where? I get 225, 250. One more time, 250. I get 2, yes, 50, now 75. 270, yes, now 300. Got a question?
Is it the ones in the box or is she making fresh? She's going to make fresh ones.
No, we're going to eat those before they get off the block.
No, it's the ones in the box.
These are made fresh, and you will get these right now when you win. You get them right now.
Yeah.
No wait.
No, we want you to
no line,
ask
no
them.
waiting.
Teresa, can I? Is this the same person that had cookies out at? Oh my! Don't tell Sandy, but I snuck about 10 of them out after the auction, and they're in the back of the freezer at home. They are fabulous cookies. We had them at the benefit here a month or so ago at the horse therapy session. They are great. Perfect. In fact, they're so good, I forgot where my bid was at and what it was. Was I at 250?
Yeah. I can keep these. I can keep these.
Yeah. Yeah. Who needs to practice, them or me? Yeah. Kevin, what's he in at? 250? Was it 250?
Greg?
Three. Yes, three. Now half. 350. 325. 325. I get 325. They are fabulous cookies. $3.25. I get 30, but you're going to 20. Finally, but you're going to 300, but you're going to 25. I get 300, but you're going to 20. Yes, I'm glad you did. $3.50. $3.50. $350. I 350. Now $75. $3.75. I get 350, but you're going to 70. Finally, but you're going to 50. Do you have any other questions? That made us $50. $3.50. $3.75. Anyone else? Yeah, it's your turn to bid. $375. Now now $400. $400. You've been a good bidder. $375. Anybody else at $400? One last time. $400. Did you change your mind? $400. Sold. $375. Second purchase. Bidder number 584. 584. Hey, folks, that's my part of the program. I have thoroughly enjoyed it, and thank you guys for your help.
Thank you so
and
much.
thank you guys out there bid spotting. I appreciate that, too. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have.
Another round of applause for Mr. Dan Baker, please.
Well, as we wrap up our evening, we just want to give you a couple of reminders. Silent bidding does end at 8:45, and don't forget about pickup of your items, which will be tomorrow morning.
From 10 to 12. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to pause until about 8:45 just to give you the opportunity to look at the teacher wish list, to look at your items that you're bidding on in the silent auction. And then at 8:45, Jesse and I will go through the trivia answers as well and see which table earned the prize for the evening. So if you're all done bidding for the evening, then you can work on your trivia. If you're not, we'll give you until about 8:45.